Hey, it's Homjek, and this video is about something that I've been thinking about lately, and it's basically the trend in video games to appeal to a wider audience and make it easier for new players to pick them up. Some would say making games more casual, and often the way they do this is adding little gimmicks that sound really fun to play with. It's like the jetpack and Reach. You know, I want to be able to fly around the map. And you see this in Halo and Call of Duty, and it makes sense why they would do it. You know, appeal to more people, sell more copies of your game, make more money. The problem is that sometimes these gimmicks are completely unbalanced and they hurt gameplay. And you might not even see it if you are one of these really new players and it's just like, yeah, whatever, this game is fun. But then, after you've played for a while, you realize that, wow, the jetpack completely ruins the concept of map control, at least on certain maps. And, okay, this is going to seem like a total change of topic, but then on Halo videos on YouTube, like Halo 4 gameplay, stuff like that, I see these comments that say, you know, I just want to go back to basics. They should remake Halo 2. I don't need any of this Promethean vision or kill streaks or whatever. And it just makes me wonder if there were a game that went back to basics and stripped out all of these gimmicks, basically a bare-bones first-person shooter. One, would you play it? And two, do you think it could be successful? Like, not necessarily a huge blockbuster game, but still successful. I mean, imagine a game that's super simple, not gimmicky. You know, everyone spawns on an even footing, and the gameplay itself is really fun and satisfying, and that's what keeps you playing. And the graphics and performance and stuff like that is on par with other games. You know, assume there's nothing to complain about there. And then you could take it a step further and remove any kind of visible ranks. So ideally you would have a good matchmaking system to find similarly skilled players, but there would be no way to see anyone's rank or level or anything like that. I'd also be curious to see what would happen if they took out permanent stats. So there would be no service record either in the game or on some website. So you can't go check your kill-death ratio, because if you think about it, those stats change the way people play the game. And whether it's stat padding and objective game types, or sometimes someone really wants to be like #1 in the world for kills with a certain weapon, something like that. And it's not that those are really terrible things, but I'm trying to describe a game where the gameplay is the only focus. The one exception, I guess, would be your win percentage or win-loss ratio, because I think winning is always an acceptable objective, I guess. So with all of that out there on the table for this sweet new bare-bones first-person shooter, personally, I don't think it would be all that successful, because I think, especially now, when it seems like every shooter has these really detailed stats that you can see online, I think people expect that, and they sort of need that incentive. They use all these things, these stats and challenges, achievements, medals, all of that stuff to set goals for themselves, and it gets them invested in the game, so they keep playing. Without all of that, I picture something happening that's similar to the MLG settings in Halo, which they are stripped down compared to the default settings. The playlist is more skill-based, you have to work for each kill, more so than in default. And there's no crutch for new players to rely on for easy or lucky kills or things like that. So it basically increases the learning curve way higher than normal. So if you're not doing well in it, you're probably not having that much fun, and there's not really any incentive to keep playing. Unless you're really determined to get better, but I don't think most people have that mindset in video games. They're just, playing to have a good time. So I am curious whether other people think they'd play a bare-bones game like this, and I am going to leave you with this quote from Halo 4 question and answer thing on the Halo website, and thanks for watching.